Hello, Arjutote. I'm Thane. I want to talk about something a little serious. My name is Michelle. If you've never seen me before, hey, I used to have braids and I don't. I'm going all natural, folks. I'm going to get a pressing comb, all that good stuff. But that's hair stuff. That's girl stuff. It's okay. I can talk about that, but I won't go into detail because some will appreciate it and some will not. And I'm trying to make everybody happy, which I know I won't be able to do that, but it's okay. I'm fine with that too. I'm just saying I'm trying. Stars and stripes. Anywho, I was in the kitchen making some tea. I was in the kitchen making some tea, and I got to thinking about. I thought I was out of evaporated milk to put in my hot tea, and I was looking through all my cabinets trying to find something because I like hot tea with milk in it. And I was, I was like, oh my God, we've got a tea crisis, I was going to have to wait for it to cool and put some ice in it. But I found it. And it reminded me, don't ask me how, it's just the way I think. But it reminded me of, I found a can of milk under one of the shelves. Whatever. Okay. And it reminded me of when I tried to commit suicide. Now, I was in the throes of my nervous breakdown. I was on like 18 pills. The doctors were asking me how the Sam Hill was I walking. I'm like, one foot in front of the other. I had certain symptoms that were disgusting and everything from taking all that medicine, but I was doing whatever they told me to do because they were the professionals and they were supposed to know what they were doing and everything was going to be fine and amen past faking, but it wasn't fine. I had gotten Gizmo, my dog, the little Pekingese. I told you that they tased and kicked and shot rubber bands at and threw matches on, and he's terrified of those sounds and sights and things like that. He's been traumatized and he has severe separation anxiety. When I leave, he barks for about 15-20 minutes, and then he knows I'm coming back, but he just doesn't want me to ever leave, so I love him. That's my baby. But anyway, and he bites. I didn't teach him that mess, but he bites. Anyway, so 911, he don't bite Alex. Anyway, so I was living in this, what I'd like to call a mental health apartment complex. Because remember, I had been homeless while I had the first year of my nervous breakdown, I didn't know what was wrong, and I went to this people, and then they said to go over to Huntington, and then my mom acted crazy, and then I, moved over to Huntington, and then that situation didn't work out. She lied and stole from me, and then I ended up homeless, couch surfing, and then that didn't work out because he wanted to, and it was disgusting. And then I ended up homeless. And when I was homeless, I got into this program because I needed some kind of psychiatric help. I knew something was wrong with my brain because I couldn't think. And I'm a thinker. And I could not think at all. I couldn't hold a thought in my head for, I don't even know, maybe 5-6 years, maybe. I couldn't hold a thought in my head. And you could talk to me and 10 seconds later, I wouldn't remember what was said. You'd have to remind me, and if you didn't say it exactly right, I couldn't remember what I was saying, and half the time I didn't remember anyway. It was awful. It was bizarre. People stole my pills. It was awful. So I'm in this apartment in this complex with all these people that have all these different mental disabilities, nervous breakdown, psychotic, slow, I don't know what you would call someone, but but everybody had something wrong with their brain where they could not function right. So they had people that stayed there on the premises. So if you had a problem, they were there to help you. At one point, they were giving me my medicine every day to make sure I was taking it. And I got to the point where I was like, I didn't even want to come out of the house. And I would come out of the house only to go to doctor's appointments and to go to the grocery store, which I went to the grocery store once a month, bought everything I was going to buy for the entire month. There was a little convenience store across the street that I could go over and get a loaf of bread or a gallon of milk if that's what I wanted, whatever. So I was safe, I was fine. But there was a bus stop across the street from my apartment. Well, now you have to remember, I died, I know I died when I got hit by a car when I was 3. Because when I came to, blood was going down my throat. That's where I got that scar on my lip. Blood was going down my throat, and the nurse said, she's back. Okay, then they started suction. Trying to keep the blood, to keep from swallowing it. And then they suctioned out my mouth, and then I passed back out again. And I was paralyzed for 6 months. Okay, alright. I didn't know that I died. Then let's take it up a little bit. My mom drowns me in the bathtub. I know I died that time because I deliberately inhaled that water. I deliberately, I mean, if you realize, I was smart even as a baby. If you realize that you are living in a situation where there's absolutely no love and encoded in your DNA is love, and that's all you really want, you don't need cookies, you don't need a bicycle, you don't need new clothes, you just need somebody to say, I love you. I missed you today. I thought about you. Nice stuff, So anyway, I died that time. God lifted me up out of the tub, squeezed my lungs, and pushed all the water out and stuff. To which since then I have thanked him. I thanked him in person for that one because it occurred to me. Anyway, then swoop on up again. I died. This one was in my medical records. However, my medical records got mysteriously disappeared. Some of them. But, I can take a lie detector test on anything and everything I tell y'all. And, so I did not know why God kept me alive. Everybody give you a lot of platitudes like, well, it's not meant for you, it's not your time, But I see people commit suicide all the time, and I'm like, well, okay, then it was their time. So I'm like, okay. You gotta remember, though, I know God is watching, so I was trying to be slick. I had a kernel of the thought and squashed it. That's all I needed. It was just that little kernel. He said, bus. I did the math, and I'm like, if I don't think about it, and I don't say anything out loud, I won't put anything in the book of life. I'll just go do it. And it'll be done. Because, apparently coming back and having a sheet over your head is not enough for you. Talking to myself. So I go out out of my apartment. I leave the dog in the house. Because they know the dog's in there. So I know if I'm dead, somebody will take that dog. Because I had done the best that I could possibly do. I was exhausted. I was worn out. I hadn't gotten no letter from nobody. All kinds of people owed me money. I'm sitting there broke, no car. It just, you know what I'm saying? Just, shit, what's the purpose? I still didn't cry out and ask God why. But I was tired. I was weary. I was very, very weary. Maybe 51, maybe. I don't know. I'm not good. I was on a lot of medicine at the time. I just know that I was over on Washington Boulevard. That's all I remember. And so I go walk across the street, and I kind of stand near the, ooh, look at that pimple. Yeah, break the fifth. Oh, spoiler alert. I'm 57. You see that pimple? I thought that they stopped once you got out of your 10 years. Spoiler alert. Nope. Anyway, I had to break it up. It was getting a little dark for me. So I go across the street. And I'm standing there waiting for the bus. I'm not waiting exactly at the bus stop because the bus is going to come in. And when the bus goes to go out, I'm right here. So as it goes out, it's going to hit me. And the force of it is going to smack my head on the ground hard enough to crack my shit open. We can't come back from that. And I was hoping and praying the guy was busy someplace else. Because I was exhausted. I had done everything that is said to do in the Bible. And I was beat the fuck up. And I couldn't take no more. My brain wasn't working. The people around me were stealing and lying. And everywhere I went, people needed my help, and I would help them, but nobody could help me. Nobody would help me. Everybody used me. What can you do for me? What can I steal from you? And I was trying to kill myself. So I'm just going to say the reason why I'm talking about this is because you are not alone in your sorrows. You are not alone. You are not the only one to feel the way you feel. But on the good side, you feel. On the bad side, you feel bad. But you feel. There are some people that have absolutely no feelings at all. Can run over a child or an animal or an old person or their wife or their husband or just not give a hot damn. So the fact that you feel is a beautiful thing. That you feel bad is an awful thing. But you gotta remember, for every bad there's gonna be a good or two or three. Now, in my life, my good things was things that God did for me. You know, amazing things. And if I had to answer the question, was my life worth? I mean, I'm at the precipice of the beginning of my life. New life. I was asleep then. I'm woke now, and I'm walking towards my destiny, future, and it's all golden. And I still have amnesia. I don't remember everything about Alex, but I remember praying for him. I remember crying for him. And I remember knowing there would never be anybody for me but him. And you know, with news like that, that's not going to put you on the happy path. I'm just saying, it's not going to do it. Anyway, I'm going to keep talking because I feel like it. And I love you. Okay, bye.